Well, hello there. Looks like my camera's not on. Give me a moment here. Should have checked that before I got started. And we have video. Hello, wonderful friends from the internet. How are you? It's been another wonderful day. Spent the day out doing actual work, so no more progress was made, and that's okay. Make a couple more quick updates and changes here, get things working properly. Kind of jumped on without making sure I was ready to go. Okay. So, I could be wrong about this, but I seem to have found a problem with ChatGPT. It is unsure, and by unsure I mean it likes to give me conflicting answers about how. Let's see. Let's just bring that up a little bit. There we go. ChatGPT is unsure how to deal with maps in JavaScript. It is convinced that you can store multiple values with the same key and then get them out as an array and then iterate through that array, but that does not work, at least not in the version of Firefox that I'm running. When I try to get if you put multiple values in with the same key, you just end up with the last one stored. So we're going to not be doing that. Yeah, collisions in the map are not dealt with. So we could probably find some other way to hash it and look it up that would deal with collisions. I'm not going to worry about that right now. If I need multiple sound effects for now, we're just going to have to put them on different entities and then have the functions. So if you see here, I generate. Let me pull this out. Well, let's just go to this one that's actually already scaled. So on my sound effects, there we go. Let's pull this up just a little bit. Oh, sorry. I'll get to the right spot here. There we go. When I make the ball in this function, I added two functions, which is fine. I can register two functions, but they are set on different components, but only one is stored in the map. So I would have to re-add the component, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's not the way I want to deal with it. What we can do instead is just say, wall sound entity equals new entity, and then we're going to say, ball sound entity equals new entity, and now instead of adding these to the ball, I'm gonna add them to ball sound entity, which apparently, no, I just typed it wrong and it accepted it. Interesting. S-O-U-N-D. There. Bolo sund. Bolo sund. So you. There we go. And it doesn't really matter what we call the entity. But for each sound effect component, we have to create an entity. It's or use an existing entity that just doesn't have a sound effect component. So now when we reload this, which we will probably need to make some other changes. It looks like we broke something. Assignment to undeclared variable, wall sound entity. All right, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's okay. We all know I'm an idiot, so that's nothing new. We have to make this be a thing. And we also need to register them with the engine, right? So we game add entity ball. Again. And again. And that's going to say ball. Entity, and this will say, man, typing tonight. Entity, okay. Now what? No closing parenthesis, double closing parenthesis. Okay, I see that. This is what I don't like. How I let the computer do it because I'm terrible at typing. Transform B is undefined. Transform B graphics. Yeah, 96. 96. What? Sort the entities by their Z index. Transform 96. This one. It's defined, I tell you, dummy. What else are we missing? Some things. I haven't messed with this. Like, add new component. Okay, that's what it was. Wait. No, that wasn't what it was. Ball. Sound. Did we find all the things we messed up? No. Why is it going on about graphics? I didn't make any edits to graphics. Only 96. Okay, so this is a arrow function. Let CTX equal. That all looks fine. That looks good. That looks good. Oh bother. I'm just going to try reloading graphics, maybe. Transform V is undefined. Like, I see where it's defined, right? Let's look at what it's looking at. Oh, that's what it's looking at. TRANSFR. I mean, it's right there. Let's do this. Okay. Transform. That's the thing. It's very much defined. It's very much defined. Defined. Ah. Okay. It doesn't check to make sure they have a transform component first. Some entities don't have them. So that's easy to fix. Not sure how we ended up with that not being checked first. But that's easy enough to fix. We just say sorted entities. A.get component. I gotta refresh this. Or it'll just yell at me. Here we go. Oh. Whoops. You don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this. Okay, we just throw a filter entities on there. Perfect. So, yeah, we just got a list of sorted entities and we filtered it first. Beautiful. Enough. Okay. Now, hey, we made it to the breakpoint. So we always make it to the breakpoint, right? I thought I took out the breakpoint. Okay. You didn't fix it. Okay. I mean, there's some physics weirdness. I've still got to deal with that, but we're going to skip over that. Odds are this game jam coming up tomorrow, I will not be writing a game with physics anyway, so I don't want to waste more time on the physics engine. Let's stick with this. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't hear that. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit for you. There's another sound when they hit each other, but of course they're. Are we working? Let's stop that. Oh, we need a replay buffer. Okay, let's hit this again so you can get to see. Well, third time's a charm. I'm not going to try to run it again. This does notoriously have issues with crashing. Oh, there it goes. I think, yeah, looks like everything's running good. Yeah, so we have some different sounds. There's some weird things with collisions. The red objects don't make a sound when they collide with each other. They make a sound. They don't actually do their collision thing. That has to do with, I believe, with it not resolving the collision properly, so it doesn't kick it out. Or it may be resolving it twice because they both have a collision component, so they resolve it on both objects and then unresolve it. So let's do a quick attempt here to fix that. If we don't try to fix the other one, we've already been told we have a collision, so now we're just going to try. Yeah, with the graphics, it's a little bit glitchy over there on the live streaming side. Not to fear. I need to get a new video card, and well, I need to make some upgrades. Get a separate streaming rig and then send this into the streaming rig, or use this as a streaming rig and send whatever else I'm working on into it. But I don't have a second input card. I know they're like $12 these days, but I didn't buy one, so what did I do? I went in a directory instead of, oh, I went back up a level. I don't know why it even is affecting the video card. Let's be honest. I don't understand that. Okay, now we have collisions happening. Yeah, so what was happening if a thing had a collision component, it was resolving it on both sides of the collision, right? So this object and this object hit each other, and then the first one resolves the collision with both objects, so it moves them out from colliding, and the second one resolves them, but it resolves them by reversing the direction, right? Essentially, it reflects the direction, so it ends up putting it back into the collision. So if you have two collision components, they would just every frame collide and uncollide and recollide, and then they're headed into each other again. So essentially, nothing was happening. Anyway, so if you had 3 collide, then it would go mad. But if you had 2 collide, it just did and undid itself. Actually, I think even if you had 3, I don't think it. Yeah, it wouldn't. Anyway, it's kind of working now. So now I get to listen to this Hinker chunk. I'm going to turn this off and take these headphones off so I don't have to listen to it. Oh, we start on the next phase. Okay. I need to add a system for loading levels. Honestly, I need to add a level system. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. You also need to consider how to design and balance. Yeah, for the engine, GPT, for the engine. Okay. Need a level system. System for the pass in the necessary object. For example, blah blah blah. Basically, we're making another game component, all a system almost. Um, but we're just gonna hold all the entities, and then the level will flush out all of it, and its unload it will flush all the entities, and its load it'll load in all the entities. So you'll unload the last level, load in the new level. Const level manager. Class level manager. Construct levels. And it's right, it doesn't need to be a system. Okay. Would like the level to be a file that okay. Just need to store store the components when we engine and when we or a better way. You just want to have different collections of components, not entities. Not entities, yeah, you're right, entities. That you can switch between, then you could store the components in the level and edit and remove them as needed, loading, unloading the level. Or you could design your level system to be more modular and flexible. For example, you could define a level as a collection of level objects that contain all the data needed to create an entity, e.g. components, data transform. Then you can use your level object factory to create the actual entities from the level data when loading the level and delete the entities when unloading the level. This would allow you to define levels in a more data-driven way. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I just was... yeah... You're right. Store components of each level in an array. When you want to load a level, you can... that was my way, and you said it was bad, and now you're using it? Really, that's what we're doing here. We're saying your way's bad, and then you're going to use it. I see. So you're not very confident then. Load level if this dot current level, this dot unload level, this dot current level. Add the components, const component of levels, unload level. So 1 equals component 1, component 2, component 3. Isn't you were going to do it your way, not mine. Yeah, so it'd be best to store the components in a level, and when you load the level, you would add them to the engine, and when you unload them, you would remove them from the engine. This would ensure the components are properly added and removed from the engine. My only confusion is that I was like, should we do it this way? And you're like, actually, I think this would be better. And I was like, okay, do it your way, and then you did it my way. But really, we were saying the same thing. So, yeah, no. Okay. Be nice to store to be save the levels out as files and reload them. JSON stringify to convert the data, save it to a file, and then deserialize the data, e.g. by using the JSON.parse to convert the JSON string back to the level needs to be loaded. You can use the file API and file reader objects to read and write the files, or you could use an HTTP request and send the data to a server to store it there, or you could use some other method. Okay, yeah, let's do it as files. Let's new level manager. Okay, we just added some logic. Okay, so this has to know about engine. I do need to restructure the whole project so the engine lives in a slightly different place. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. But constructor this dot level equals that. This current level equals null. Okay. Okay. I think this will work as is. I don't think I need to do much else. We're going to throw these in here just as sample code for me when I get to actually using it. We're going to save this as .js. Okay. Now let's make editor. Yeah. That allows you to access and to gives you a let's make a level editor. Let's see what it says. A little editor, you can start by creating a user interface that allows the user to select place different game entities on the screen. You could also add features such as zooming and panning to make. Oh, we gotta do cameras. Cameras are maybe important. The level editor is quite important though because it is. Allows the user to select a play and place different game entities on the screen. You could also add features such as zooming and panning to make it easier for the user to work with the level. Once you have the basic interface set up, you can add functionality to save and load levels from files. You could use a file format such as JSON to store the level data and use JavaScript File Reader API to read and write files. Finally, you may want to add features such as the ability to test the level in editor, undo, redo actions, and customize. Okay. Right there. Allows right to web page for the web page. A starting point for level editor. Okay, let's see what they come up with. I'm curious. Toolbar. Okay, button. Add ball. Add enemy. Add item. Canvas. Level canvas. Okay. Add some JavaScript to handle the button clicks and draw the entities in the canvas. You also use a library like jQuery to make it easier to work with the DOM. That is nonsense. We're not using no libraries. We could. We'll do whatever you tell us to, actually. File. Okay, so the idea here is I need to be able to place. I need to be able to place entities, add components to the entities. So I need to be able to make a game object by creating an entity and then adding components to it and then setting the properties of components. That's actually how I want to do it. I would like to be able to create an entity, add to it, and set the each component. It's a form for the user to input information for the entity and its components, and a button to submit the form. The form is submitted, a new entry is created, and its components are added with the specified properties entity. Its components are then logged to the console. Okay. Let's try running this. I I'm suspicious. No. Oh. It's okay. We can fix it. Hij level editor. Add a platform. Add a ball. Add an enemy. Add an item. Play. Okay. Entity name. Component type. Um. Component properties. I mean, this is like real basic, man. Um. Um. Alright, the graphics is next component. We'll say. Alright, oh, this doesn't work. We need to be able. I need to have a list of the level, a list of their components that can be level. When an is, I want to be able of its components. When a component is, there needs to be list of its properties and values that can be edited. Like a view of the game itself. Like the when play pause. Visible and to restart the level. The component selector needs to be a list of its properties and the values. What you got for me, GPT? Entities, entity list of entities goes here. Properties list. Here. Oh, we also need a way to add. You're doing good, GPT. Doing good. Okay. Well, let's delete all of this nonsense. Nonsense. Okay, yeah, the form is nonsense. The form is nonsense. Now the toolbar was kind of nonsense too. And we have a new canvas. You know, we're just going to delete all of this. Copy this code and throw it in here. And yes, there's stuff we need to build out. That's okay. Oh, you're not quite right, but it's good enough. Da, 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 da. The components of the selected entity. I just have a feeling I'm going to need these again, that's all. Okay. Components. To show the properties of the selecting component, you can add form fields for each property. Okay. Function. I see some helper functions in our future. Okay, yeah, but those. Oops, this is not get components. This is get yeah. Okay, so now I gotta start defining all kinds of stuff. Whoa. Reference level is not defined. Level editor. 34. 34. Entities. Okay. So now what do we need to make this work? I'm gonna need the game engine. All the appropriate. It's all of them, so we have all of them available. All the systems. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Um, we're just gonna go to our test full here. We're gonna zoom that to a reasonable level, a tiny level, And now we're going to go back to level editor. We're going to include all of this. Okay. So basically, I'm going to make a game, just a basic game, kind of like Testful, but without anything in it. So let's forget about this. Let's say, decent. Editor. I mean, how did it envision it, right? It's just going all out, man. Going all out. No holes barred. It's doing it all. We got everything. I guess it's done. Copy this code. It goes up in here, right? You go. Well, let's throw it in a new file. We're gonna save this as .css. Now, how do we do this? We do like script. No, style. Style source equals .cs. You can do that, right? And I gotta put that in quotes. Did I do it right? That definitely looks better. Page has no sources. None. Um, am I doing that right? Yeah. Yeah, it's got colors and stuff and grays. Okay, I'll do, oh, I forget. Link. Use a link element. Should be in the head. Rel attribute. Okay. Like so. There we go. Okay. Now, well, we add. Oh. Add plus and refresh to the lists as each move it. Yeah, we just did that. Thank you. Yeah. It we did that already. I okay. You know what? Going all the way up here. Cause you oh, okay, I see it. To include okay, yeah. To add plus and refresh buttons to the lists, you can use a button element in your HTML file. Style it using CSS button. Okay, where do I put that? In the entities. It's just in here. And then in the so after the before the list. And your CSS. Button, refresh button. Okay, so in the button entity or component, you can use the same button element and add a class to it. Then your CSS. Okay, I don't know why we. Where do I put the remove button? No, I actually want to put the Okay. Okay. Think. Button class equals remove button minus button. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we just have to write a bunch of code for this. Yeah, no, level's not defined. I haven't done any of that yet. Did we include the canvas? Yeah, we got the canvas. Where's my play button? I see a play button. Game canvas. Hmm. I gotta go deal with the kiddo that woke up. Alright, I guess I'm out for the night. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye bye.